1, you can walk, go.
Luciana. And may it be that you have quite forgot a husband's office. Shall Antipholus, even in the spring of love, thy love springs rot? Shall love in building grow so ruinous if you wed my sister for her wealth? Then for her wealth's sake use her with more kindness, or if you like elsewhere, do it by stealth. Muffle your false love with some show of blindness. Let not my sister read it in your eye, but not thy tongue in thy own shame's orator. Let sweet be fair become disloyalty, apparel vice like virtue's harbinger. Bear a fair presence, through your heart be tainted. Teach sin the carriage of a holy saint. Be secret false, what need she be acquainted? What simple thief brags of his own attaint? 'Tis double wrong to truant with your bed. And let her read it in thy looks abroad. Shame hath a bastard fame well managed. Ill deeds are doubled with an evil word. Alas, poor woman! Make us believe, being compact of credit, that you love us. Though others have the arm, show us thy sleeve. We in your motion turn, and you may move us. Then, gentle brother, get you in again. Comfort my sister, cheer her, call her wife. 'Tis holy sport to be a little vain, when the sweet breath of flattery conquers strife. This is Antipholus of Syracuse. Sweet mistress, what name is else? I know not, nor by what wonder you do hit of mine. Less in your knowledge and your grace you show not. Then are earth's wonder more than earth divine. Teach me, dear creature, how to think and speak. Lay open to my earthly gross conceit, smothered in errors, feeble, shallow, weak, the folded meaning of your words deceit. Against my soul's pure truth why labor you, to make it wander in an unknown field? Are you a god? Would you create me new? Transform me then, unto your power I'll yield. But if that I am I, then I know. Your weeping sister is no wife of mine, nor to her bed no homage do I owe. Far more, to you do I decline. Oh, train me not, sweet mermaid, with thy note, to drown me in thy sister's flood of tears. Sing, siren, for thyself, and I will dote. Spread o'er the silver waves thy golden hairs, and as bed I'll take them and there lie. And in that glorious supposition think, he gains by death that hath much means to die. Let love, being light, be drowned if she sink. Luciana. What, are you mad, that you do reason so? Antipholus of Syracuse. Not mad, but mated, how I do not know. Luciana. It is a fault that springeth from your eye. Antipholus. For gazing on your beams, fair sun being by. Luciana. Gaze where you should, and that will clear your sight. Antipholus of Syracuse. As good to wink, sweet love, as look on night. Luciana. Why call you me love? Call my sister so. Antipholus. Thy sister's sister. Luciana. That's my sister. Antipholus of Syracuse. No, it is thyself, mine of own self better part, mine's eye, clear eye, my dear's heart, dear heart, my food, my fortune, my sweet hope's aim, my soul earth's heaven, my heaven's claim. Luciana. All this my sister is, or else should be. Antipholus. Call thyself sister, sweet, for I am thee. Thee will I love, and with thee lead my life. Thou hast no husband, yet I nor no wife. Give me thy hand. Luciana. O soft air, hold you still. I'll fetch my sister to get her good will. Exit to the right. Enter, from the left, Dromio of Syracuse, running. Antipholus of Syracuse. Why, how now, Dromio? Where thou runnest thou so fast? Dromio of Syracuse. Do you know me, sir? Am I Dromio? Am I your man? Am I myself? Antipholus of Syracuse, pointing. Thou art Dromio, thou art my man, thou art thyself. Dromio of Syracuse. I am an ass, I am a woman's man, and beside myself. Dromio of Antipholus. What woman's man, and how besides thyself, besides thyself? Dromio of Syracuse. Marry, sir, beside myself, I am due to a woman, one that claims me, one that haunts me, one that will have me. Antipholus of Syracuse. What claim lays she to thee? Dromio of Syracuse. Marry, sir, such claim as you would lay to your horse, and she would have me as a beast. Not that I, being a beast, she would have me, but that she, being a very beastly creature, lays claim to me. Antipholus of Syracuse. What is she? Dromio of Syracuse. A very reverent body, I, such one as a man may not speak of without he say, Sir Reverence. I have but lean luck in the match, and yet she is a wondrous fat marriage. Antipholus of Syracuse. How does thou mean fat marriage? Dromio of Syracuse. Marry, sir, she is the kitchen wench in all Greece, and I know not what use to put her to but to make a lamp of her and run her by her own light. I warrant her rags and the tallow in them will burn a Poland winter. If she lives till doomsday, she'll burn a week longer than the whole world. Antipholus of Syracuse. What complexion is she of? Dromio of Syracuse. Swart, like my shoe. But her face nothing half so clean kept, for why she sweats a man may go over shoes in the grime of it. Antipholus of Syracuse. That's a fault that water will mend. Dromio of Syracuse. No, sir, 'tis in grain. Noah's flood could not do it. Antipholus of Syracuse. What's her name? Dromio of Syracuse. Nell, sir, but her name and 3/4, that's an L and 3/4, will not measure her from hip to hip. Antipholus of Syracuse. Then she bears some breadth. Dromio of Syracuse. No longer from head to foot than from hip to hip. She is spherical, like a globe. I could find out countries in her. Antipholus of Syracuse. In what part of her body stands Ireland? Dromio of Syracuse. Mary, in her buttocks. I found it out by the bogs. Antipholus of Syracuse. Where? Scotland.
Slow down.
Dromio of Syracuse. I found it by the Baroness, hard in the palm of the hand. Antipholus of Syracuse. Where? France. Dromio of Syracuse. In her forehead, armed and reverted, making war against her hair. Antipholus of Syracuse. Where? England. Dromio of Syracuse. I looked for them, the chalky cliffs, but I could find no whiteness in them. But I guess it stood in her chin, by the salt room that ran between France and it. Antipholus of Syracuse. Where's Spain? Dromio of Syracuse. Faith, I saw it not, but I felt it hot in her breath. Antipholus of Syracuse. Where America? The Indies. Dromio of Syracuse. O sir, upon her nose, all o'er embellished with rubies, carbuncles, sapphires, declining their rich aspect to the hot breath of Spain, who sent whole armadas to Carax to be ballast at her nose. Antipholus of Syracuse. Where stood Belgia, the Netherlands? Dromio of Syracuse. O sir, I did not look so low. To conclude this drudge or diviner laid claim to me, called me Dromio, swore I was assured to her, told me what privy marks I had about me, as the mark of my shoulder, the mole in my neck, the great wart on my left arm, that I amazed ran from her as a wish. And I think if my breast had not been made of faith and my heart of steel, she had transformed me into a curtal dog and made me turn I the wheel. Antipholus of Syracuse. Go he thee presently, post to the road, and if the wind blow any way from shore, I will not harbor in this town tonight. If any bark put forth, come to the mart, where I will walk till thou return to me, if every one knows us and we know none. 'Tis time, I think, to trudge, pack, and be gone. Dromio of Syracuse. As from a bear a man would run for life, so fly I from her that would be my wife. Exit left, walking. Antipholus of Syracuse. There's none but witches do inhabit here, and therefore 'tis high time that I were hence. She that doth call me husband, even my soul, doth for a wife abhor. But her fair sister, possessed with such a gentle sovereign grace, of such enchanting presence and discourse, hath almost made me traitor to myself. But, lest myself be guilty to self-wrong, I'll stop mine ears against the mermaid's song. Enter Angelo, from the left, with a chain. Angelo. Master Antipholus. Antipholus of Syracuse. Aye, that's my name. Angelo. I know it well, sir. Lo, here is the chain I thought ta'en at the Porpentine. The chain unfinished made me stay thus long. And you already have the chain, so never mind. Antipholus of Syracuse. What is your will that I shall do with this? Angelo. What please yourself, sir, I have made it for you. Antipholus of Syracuse. Made it for me, sir, I bespoke it not. Angelo. Not once, not twice, but 20 times you have. Go home with it, and please your wife withal. And soon at supper time I'll visit you, and then receive my money for the chain. Antipholus of Syracuse. I pray you, sir, receive the money now, for fear you ne'er see the chain nor money more. Angelo, you are a merry, sir. Fare you well. Exit.
Show the
Antipholus
chain.
of Syracuse. What I should think of this, I cannot tell. But this I think, there's no man is so vain, that would refuse so fair an offered chain. I see a man here needs not lift by ships, when in the street he meets such golden gifts. I'll to the mart, and there for Dromio stay. If any ship put out, then straight away. Exit left. The end.